Cheer. You guys are now listening to the Crime Pays podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Sanchez. I got my co-host with me, Young Glizzy.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Chilling.
How you doing? I want to give a shout out to Miguel, who sent in these Make Stripping Great Again hats. We appreciate you. Thank you. I wore it last episode. If you guys want to send us stuff, hit us up on IG. If you guys want to promote your business or whatever, you have a cool story, you want to be interviewed on the podcast, come through and hit us up.
Yeah, for sure.
What's going on, man?
Chilling, dude. Chilling.
Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good in my life, dude. I wake up, I work, and make content. Dude.
That's good, man.
Dude.
My life is in shambles, dude. But it wouldn't be my life unless it was in shambles.
Yo, that's facts.
Right?
That's facts. I live a pretty boring life.
No,
I think our roles should be switched.
I want to live a boring life. I want to live an easy life where I get 9 hours of sleep. I get up, I go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Chill with my wife, go to work, have a peaceful day at work, come home, and rinse and repeat. But,
No, I don't get no sleep. No. That's the only thing. But yeah, I ain't rich, so I think I should be sleeping.
Yeah, but I've been doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Trying to stay positive. Been working out hard. I broke my 5K run record because I was angry. You ever work out when you're angry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably the best workout.
I was like, I was running angry, and I was like, I'm going to beat my time, right? And I didn't stop. I pushed myself to where I was praying to God to give me strength because I'm not going to stop until I break this record. I'm either going to die on the running track or I'm going to break this record, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm the best version of myself. I'm the biggest, strongest, fastest version of myself, and I'm going to do it. And I went and I did it. And then after I got home, I cooled down, I took a shower, and I peed straight blood. Straight blood came out of my wiener, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
That was mad scary. I was like, okay, well, it's like 6.
I'm dying. Okay.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. I'm not talking about like urine mixed with blood. No, I'm talking straight up purple blood coming out of my wiener full force.
Why?
Well, when it happened, I was like, all right, I'm either dying or I got to go to the hospital. But I'm not going to the hospital at 6 a.m. when I'm tired after a 5K run and a 10-hour shift and my personal life being set on fire.
Pause there. You're the only man I know that some shit that happens to, and you're not going to, bro, I would be in the car already. Yeah. I'll be in the car while I'm still peeing, running down the road.
I was like, fuck it. If I die, I die, dude. At that point.
Just accepting fate.
I told you, I had like the worst day ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. And I Googled it, you know what I'm saying? And AI told me, like, it's common with like marathon runners or people that do like real strenuous exercises, boxers that like push themselves to the limits. So I was like, all right, I'm going to sleep on it. If I pee blood tomorrow, I'm going to go to the hospital. Boom. Tomorrow I wake up, take a whiz, normal. And it's been normal since. And I ran today.
Why does that happen?
It's like there's a scientific name for it. I don't know. They say it's like
but like, is it like a vessel that
it's like pressure on your bladder? Yeah, vessels popping.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess sort of.
Remember, you're running and your stomach is contracting really fast. For 35 minutes nonstop. So I guess I might have fucked something up right there. AI's
been making Google searches better because if you would have Googled that and it's that little AI Google shit popped up, right? Yeah. If you would have Googled that and that shit wasn't there, shit would have told you had cancer. That's like everything I used to get when I was confused about my body.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, yo, what's going on? You have cancer. Oh, no.
God forbid.
Yeah, dude.
God forbid.
Everything's cancer.
But yeah, man, just doing that. I've been praying a lot. I've been...
How fast did you run a mile and how many miles did you run?
I did a 5K, which is like 3.27 miles, and I did it in 33 minutes.
Damn.
My fastest time before was 34 minutes.
That's crazy.
And when I did 34 minutes, I was training a lot. Like I was running like 3 times a week, really going at it. You know what I'm saying? This time I haven't been running, but I was just so angry.
And you did it in 33 minutes?
I did it in 33 minutes.
Yo, you're the man. It takes me 33 minutes to do 1 mile.
Half man, half psycho, I guess. Yeah, but it helps, dude.
Yeah, but what do? You do it on the treadmill or you do it?
No, I do it around the hood.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I do it around the hood. Pit bulls, crackheads.
There is loose pit bulls.
I know. I see
them.
them. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Kill me? Kill me. I don't care, dude. Fuck them dogs, dude.
Not for me, bro.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if the pit bull's chasing you, you really got to stay booking it.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't book it. I just let him know that I'm the superior being. And if he wants to fight to the death, then that's what's going to happen.
Book it.
I'll poke him right now. I just rip his nuts off. Then. Fuck him. But, you know, that's just the type of time I was on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know, that's about it. As far as personal shit, I'm going to Vegas. I'm going on a little vacay with my mother. We're going out there.
Yeah,
stay at the Cosmo. Going to do that. Looking forward to it. Do some de-stressing.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I was going to go with you, but I decided I want to do a different trip. And money is not of abundance in my life. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I have to pick my trips wisely. I always believe that someone should go on one trip a year, though. Because you need time to get away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I plan to do more than one trip. Like, I'm doing this, but, you know, the new Royal Caribbean cruises came out. Utopia of the Seas, which is now the new ship, but it's a 4-day ship.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then you had the Icon, which is a 7-day trip.
Yeah, I can't do a 7-day, bro.
You can.
I just feel like 7 days on a vacation, when you come back, you're not, like, you know, you got to come back and snap back into reality. Like, yo, it's time to go to work. It's time to do this.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do a 7-day trip.
Oh, shit.
And I'd lose too much money.
Yeah. I cut down a lot on drinking. I haven't drank, I drank last week a little bit, got hammered off beer, but other than that, I haven't. I've been taking my training more seriously.
And I'm drinking every day.
You've been getting hammered?
Every day, dude.
Dude, stop, dude.
No, listen, the business I work in,
it's
dude.
It's demonic.
Everyone, it's demonic one.
That's why they call it spirits.
Yeah, dude. And they, dude, everyone buys me a drink. I don't know what the hell the problem is. Like, everyone looks at me and they're like, this guy, he needs a drink.
Number one, you're likable.
Yeah.
Number two, your status in the building. You're the boss. So people want to buy you a drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people want to be cool with you. But there's a trick in the industry, right? And you always take the drink, but you don't have to drink it, right?
Yo, but I feel like a dick if I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like an asshole. Like, I feel like I've watched people do that, and then when people do it, I just go, what a dick.
Well,
this guy spent his fucking, how much he gets paid an hour? 15?
No.
He just paid 15 for a drink.
All right, listen.
Hour of his life he gave to me.
Let me put you down. I didn't come up with this system. I saw it from my mentor, right? Yeah. What you do is you get yourself always the most expensive drink, right? Whether that's Clase Azul, Blue Label, boom, boom. That's your drink, right? Number one, it elevates your status with the people around you. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga only drinks Blue Label. He's a gentleman. He's a pimp. He don't drink that bullshit. He drinks only high shit. That's going to make them think twice maybe about wanting to buy you the drink, or it just elevates your status. Number two, you sip the drink, right? But you walk away. You know what I'm saying? Dap them up, thank you. You take a sip of the drink, boom, I got to go to the office real quick. Boom, you leave it in the office. At the end of the shift, you have 13 Blue Labels sold. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't get hammered and you don't become a raging alcoholic.
That's true.
That's the trick right there.
Yeah, that's a way to do it. That's a more respectable way to do it.
Yeah, you don't like not drinking in front of the guy. You obviously drink it.
Yeah, I mean,
give him a pound. You know
I watch the girls. What they do is they serve themselves like some water and put some cranberry juice in it, or like see other people just blatantly throw it away, and I'm just like, what a waste.
You want the credit for the sale too, though.
Yeah, because you want the sale.
You want the owner to be like, dude, we sold 15 shots of Clase Azul. Like, wow.
And then
Rudy.
And I'm also not, I don't know how to say no sometimes. Dude. Sometimes I'm just like, all right, yeah, I'm down. You know, so.
Yeah, I taught you a little trick how you.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the world, dude. What's going on in the world? We got eggs are down and nobody cares, dude.
No one cares now. When the eggs were expensive, everyone's like, Trump sucks. Now eggs down, no one gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck about eggs. Now they're talking to me about confidential files that were leaked by Trump administration. Now they're mad at that. Now they're mad at that shit. I don't know. These people are never going to be happy.
No, they need to shut the fuck up. And then, that's why they keep losing.
Yeah.
That's why you keep losing, because you make it obvious you're a loser.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, gas is down.
Gas is down.
$2.70.
Yo, when I first bought my truck, it was under the Biden administration. It cost me $120 to fill up my truck.
Mm-hmm.
I let my truck go to zero, right, just recently, and I was like, fuck. Well, let me pay the $120 now, so that way I don't have to pay it later. Fill up my truck, $85. I was like, yo.
There you go.
I was confused. I was like, yo, what'd I do wrong here?
They don't talk about it. You know what they tell me? They tell me that the administration doesn't control the gas prices, that it's seasonal. Yeah, right.
I don't think gas is seasonal. Or maybe eggs are seasonal, but I don't think gas is seasonal.
You know what I'm saying? I went to BJ's. I bought a bunch of meat for a decent price. I wasn't mad. I got like big churrasco because I like to barbecue and shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be doing barbecues in my apartment now. You guys come over.
I'm gonna be sliding.
We'll do it in the balcony.
Or you could bring it over here and we do it in the backyard.
There you go. You could do that too.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Gonna do that shit. But I bought like a big pack of churrasco for like $40.
Damn.
That same shit was like $65 when I bought it under the
administration.
under the other ones. So
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, for real. For real.
You're making me want to go grocery shopping right now, dude.
Dude, you got to. You got to take advantage, when the times are getting better. And let's see what happens, dude. The funniest shit I saw on the week is libs are now burning other libs' Teslas for democracy, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
The people that wanted to take away our rights to save the planet, right? And say when we could put our air conditioning on, when we could water our grass, how many miles we can drive our car for the ozone layer, are now setting batteries in whole cars on fire, dude.
And for what reason, dude?
And they think that everybody that owns a Tesla is a right-winger. But the majority of Tesla owners are liberals, dude. They're literally burning their own cars, dude.
Yeah, because I don't own a Tesla. I don't really like the Tesla. I like the gas truck.
They're getting busted left and right because the Tesla is the worst car to vandalize because the Tesla has 360 cameras and it records when you come.
Oh, I forgot about that shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. They have these people on camera keying these cars, and it's always these soy boy wussies who are doing it, dude. Let me tell you, dude. It's never okay to key somebody's car.
It's not unless they take your parking spot.
It's something like a scorned woman will do, right? She'll like key your car, right?
Yeah.
Men don't key each other's car.
No.
Right? And
unless they take your parking spot.
Yeah.
I'm just trolling. I'm trolling.
Then you got all these guys doing it, dude. It's always these fat white guys too.
Yeah, well, dude, I see them like totally blowing up cars, like just setting them on fire in lines, dude.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, dude.
I hope
only in Las Vegas, dude. Look, yo, don't come to Florida, but the Teslas are safe here. Yeah. I'll tell you that, dude. Like I saw like maybe 5 Teslas pull up to the club the other day. I was just looking like, yo, I hope they don't get vandalized, and no one cares, dude. Over here, we're not blowing up people's cars.
If you have a house, a Tesla's a good deal, right?
Yeah.
Because the car payment is high, right? You could get like a Model Y for like $700 a month, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty high car payment, depending on who you are. Some people drive BMWs and Benzes and they pay $1,500. But for the average middle-class guy, a $700 car payment is kind of rough, right? But you add, now minus the gas.
Yeah.
Right? That's probably about what do we spend? Probably $300 a month on gas. If you commute a lot, maybe more.
Yeah.
Take away that. Now you're getting a Tesla for, maybe $300 a month. That's what it's costing you because the money you save in gas. You know what I mean? But then again, you have to have a house to charge it. If not, you're going to be on a mission at the charging station.
Yeah, bro. And that's why, and then, yeah, like I don't want to sit there at a gas pump for like an hour fucking charging my car. Yeah. But when you speak to Tesla drivers, they're always like, bro, it's not that bad because you just put on YouTube video when you sit in your house, you're sitting there for an hour. It's like, yeah, but
time is money.
Time is money.
Time, especially in my life, dude.
And then on my downtime, I'm not trying to charge my fucking Tesla.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to sit down, watch YouTube, mind my business, eat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. But I hope the FBI catches these people and does charge them with domestic terrorism because what they're doing is that, number one, it's anti-American. Tesla's a great American company.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, whether you don't like Elon's politics or not, it's still an American company, and you guys are purposely, you know what I'm saying, fucking it up.
Yeah, for sure. You know what the thing is, dude? They don't even know why they're doing it. Like, why are you blowing up Elon's car? Because of Doge? If that's the reason, because on Threads, that's why because he needs to get out of Doge. It's like, yo, one, he's a creator of Doge. Two, Doge is saving this country millions and billions of dollars, dude.
No.
And it's not even originally Trump's idea to want to cut down expenses.
Yeah, Obama was preaching that.
Yeah, dude.
You know
And it's just a common thing. Like, regardless of what party does it, if Biden would have done it, I would have been like, yeah, that's a good decision,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really don't understand why they're attacking him. What? Because he saved astronauts from space?
Yeah.
Because he's saving the country billions of dollars, dude?
Yeah. Because
it's giving you AI and self-driving cars? I don't get why they're attacking him.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't trust him. They think he's the Antichrist or whatever.
And then people call him stupid. Listen, that man could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
He could possibly be the Antichrist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he's not stupid, dude. Like, that's one thing, dude.
Yeah, facts, dude. Facts.
Yeah, you can't call the man dumb.
Yeah. All right, so what about Trump's gold card? How many billions did it make? It seems to be a success.
So, on the media and on local sources, it says they sold 1,000 cards. And the card is worth $5 million, so that's $5 billion. And they sold 1,000 cards in one day.
No,
so
all right.
$5 billion one day.
All right,
that's crazy.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and it's a good deal, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Because what it actually does is that it brings people with money into the country, right?
Exactly.
The kind of people you want.
You know what I'm saying?
People that have $5 million.
Yeah, people that got $5 million to become a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, and what people are not talking about is like all the tariffs are now countries and places are investing in American industries.
What was it? There was one of them.
NVIDIA.
Rolls-Royce.
A couple $100 million. Yeah.
Rolls-Royce is moving.
Rolls-Royce. Toyota.
Yeah, Toyota's a good one.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of them. Even like the Saudi Arabians have gave us $140 billion that they're going to invest. So let's see how that changes the country. Let's look at Indeed and see if any of these new jobs come around, dude.
Yeah, dude. It just really sucks that the left doesn't see it. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can't blame them though.
Because under Obama, I would tell somebody, I'd be like, yeah, Obama was a decent president. No. He had a good economy. But they cannot, Trump, no, everything bad, no. Like, bro, it's your ignorance is blinding you to the facts, bro.
I mean, they're just people, dude. At the end of the day, they're just people. And they watch news that tells them that the world is ending and they believe it.
You know what? I think Trump should do something about the media lying.
I mean, he can't.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Because it's a freedom of press.
Yeah.
But, dude, you can't just blatantly lie to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the news starts saying, hey, there's a nuclear war happening, buy this, buy that, that's a form of, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
And right now, it looks like they're able to do shit like that and use fear tactics into scaring people into believing what they want them to believe.
True.
Which I don't think is okay.
Yeah, that's just sucks.
There has to be something that some president could do to stop that. So that way we could get the truth of the left and the right, you know?
Yeah. All right, moving on into some hip-hop culture and news. So you familiar with the No Jumper podcast? Adam 22 and all them?
Yeah.
Well, most of the guys, the co-hosts, have caught a RICO charge.
For what?
Because for murder, racketeering, crime, organized crime, most of them were rolling 60 Crip members. And the leader, which his name was Big U, he got caught in the indictment. And then the other guys who were on the show also, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, they're all locked up right now. Also, Crip Mac is locked up right now.
I mean, come on. You know,
Lefty Gunplay, who has nothing to do with the No Jumper thing, he's also locked up right now. Los Angeles is hot, dude.
Los Angeles is fucking, it's a shithole, dude. You know what I'm saying?
It's a scary
over
place.
there in California, it's a total shithole.
Yeah, but they have videos of them self-snitching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally on the pod. They used to self-snitch.
It's true, bro. You can't self-snitch on the pod, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand people want to make good content. People want to tell their stories. These lights, these cameras, these microphones may affect you.
It blinds you to reality.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to watch what you say, bro, because the police is listening. Your enemies are listening. People that hate you are listening. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the love overcomes the hate. There's more love than there is hate, but people really hate.
There's more hate.
You think so?
Love. Yeah. Yeah. On the internet?
I like to think.
Dude, since we started doing these pods about like when I was like 18, 19, like I have not received more hate comments in my entire life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because...
And then I have another show, too, another pod, where I don't even talk politics and people hate.
It's duality, though, right? Okay. Yeah. So on the comments, we get a lot of hate.
Yeah.
Right? But in person, I get a lot of love.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, in person, I get a lot of love. Because you know what? In reality, people don't leave good reviews. They just leave bad reviews.
They just leave bad reviews.
Yeah.
So when somebody agrees with you, they don't leave... Well, sometimes they do, but for the most part, they just watch and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? When they see you in person, like, yo, what's up with the pod, dude? I listen a lot. Like, when you guys doing the next one? And shit like that. So, and then sometimes I feel like quitting the pod, right? Because it's like...
It's a little time consuming.
It's time consuming. I got to be here, whenever we do it. And sometimes I might be out chilling or doing something, or I'm on vacation. And it's like, I got to be there. I have to be there. I'm like, dude, nobody cares. Nobody's listening. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I used to think.
Yeah. Then I miss 1 week and I get like 7 people be like, yo, what's up with the thing, dude?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got to keep on going.
Yeah, because you know why? Because people don't just see the pod; they see the clips. Like we have an average of like 28,000 people that see us every 28 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like stuff that in a room, that's a humongous audience.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Well, all right. So basically, you got to learn, don't self-snitch on the pod. You know what I'm saying? Even though we don't do that.
What happened with Adam 22?
Nothing. He's just the owner of the show. But
that's crazy.
But he's getting a lot of criticism because they're saying he's he's basically setting them up for the dummy mission, right?
Yeah, he
is.
Like
instead of editing when they say bad things, or he just puts it out, or he fuels like beef, because it's beef and drama and hip hop. That's what sells.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand that he has to make a business out of his podcast, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? Like, all your co-hosts are in prison, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them are in jail. You know what I mean? Crip Mac, Brick Baby, you know what I'm saying? Loose Cannon wasn't a co-host, but, he was a regular on the show.
Yo, but you know what, dude? Like, I don't even like where No Jumper has gone. Like, I used to like it before when he was interviewing all the newest artists coming out.
Yeah.
But now it's just, I'm not a fan of it, because it's just not interesting. It's just Las Vegas beef. But I'm sure he gets a lot of views from his area.
Yeah. I mean, right now he's got the internet on fire. Everybody's talking about that because that dude, Big U, allegedly people say that he had something to do with Nipsey Hussle's death. And now he's being charged because he had like a football league for like kids. You know what I'm saying? So he was like a community leader, but he lived like a double life. He was a community leader because he had a football team for kids, and he had a nonprofit organization that he would collect money for kids and do things for them and shit like that. But he was also the #1 ranking Rolling 60s Crip in L.A., allegedly. And you know what I'm saying? They say he was embezzling funds from the nonprofit to fund his criminal enterprise and all this shit. So I don't know, bro. That shit is crazy. But I don't. If he did have anything to do with it, I mean, if the indictment is right, I don't feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna get what he deserves.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just that. Yeah, No Jumper does take advantage of people's beefs and gang culture. Yeah. So. I mean, if I was Adam 22, I would tread lightly on doing things like that. Like, I would have never started doing that to begin with.
Yeah.
Because Adam 22, like, when he started No Jumper originally, it was him interviewing old, like, new up-and-coming rappers, which was cool. Now it's, like, gang culture, and then he has this fucking porn site. Like, it's kind of like, it went off script.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, so we had spring break in Miami Beach, and it was completely dead, dude.
That's good.
Miami Beach killed spring break. Then people weren't having it no more.
That's fire, dude. I'm tired of that shit.
Yeah, it's true, brother, because they were running amok.
Yeah, dude. And then, fuck
the residents got their way, but the businesses failed. You know what I'm saying? All those little restaurants and bars, that's when they made their big money for the year. is during spring break. You know what I mean? But it was hell, dude. People were getting shot,
bro,
stabbed.
dude. Yeah, it was too hectic over there.
Like
and
people would like sit down and order mad food, eat, and run away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a shithole. I wouldn't go over there for nothing. I go to Hollywood Beach when I want to go to the beach now.
Yeah, I don't go to Miami Beach at all no more. Yeah. I think Miami Beach is just for tourists. Like most of the time, I'll go take a ride. Daytona is the best beach in Florida to me.
Yeah, it's just 7 hours away, bro.
Yeah, no, it's 4.
Oh, okay, 4 hours.
4.
My bad.
It's not crazy.
Yeah.
Pompano Beach is good.
The water's ugly.
That's true.
Yeah, it's brown.
Or Biscayne.
But it's a good time.
Biscayne is a good beach.
Yeah, Biscayne's a pretty good beach.
Yeah, Biscayne. And it's always quiet, dude. Like when you go to the beach, when I go to the beach, I don't want 40 people all around me. You know what I'm saying? And then I lose my girl and I got to fucking sit there and.
I like Biscayne Beach because they got a lot of palm trees.
Yeah.
So like you
got a lot of shade.
Yeah, you don't need an umbrella. You could just get under a palm tree.
Yeah. That's one of them coconuts fall, dude.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I'm going to go. Probably next week I'll take a beach day over there.
Yeah. Biscayne's fire.
Let's see.
Good time.
Yeah, see what's up. And dude, that's it. We're out of topics. Dude, you got anything else?
I got nothing else, dude.
That's it. Yo, we want to thank you guys for watching. Pray for me. If you guys got something bad to say it to young Glizzy. Like always, negative comments go straight to Glizzy.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yo, we love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be here next week. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Jesus is King. We out. Bow.